Are you doing fitness consultations and finding they fail to convert? So you finish a consultation, whether it's 15 or 20 minutes or 30 or 45, or you go a whole hour and nothing. You just realize you get off that call and you're resentful because you've just spent X amount of time on somebody and they're like, "Oh, thanks so much for doing this. It's so great that you do these." And they are clearly giving you the message that they don't realize you scheduled that to create a sale, create a customer. So, what can you do differently? That's what this episode is all about. I'm Deborah Atkinson. You're listening to Fitness Marketing Mastery, where I share marketing and sales strategies so that you can love your business, not just love the service that you provide, love training, love fitness, and love the people that you serve, but you actually love the business and you can make a business and a life that you love, giving yourself the freedom for the income and revenue that you want, to have the impact that you want, and to have the lifestyle that you want. In fact, it all starts there. In fact, if you'd like more information on that, now's the perfect time. We are open for enrollment and accepting applications for the Flipping 50 Fitness Specialist and Mastermind 12-week accelerator program. The 12 weeks actually begins January 1st. Yes, on a Saturday, January 1st. And we're not going to waste any time. But in 12 weeks, I guarantee you that you will increase your monthly revenue by $5,000, if not more, depending on where your model is right now, or I will work with you until you do. So that's $15,000 more after 12 weeks than when you started. And what's better is there's some bonuses that make it possible for you to get started right now and make probably 4 or 5 figures in the next weekend if you follow instructions. I'll put the link in the show notes to a masterclass where I'm telling you all about it. But today, let's dive in to why fitness consultations fail. The number one reason why they fail to convert and how you can fix it. So, what are you missing? And where are you? And in regard to fitness consultations, fail to convert, or at least your consultations fail to do so. It's not body composition assessment or a movement screen. That's not what's missing. It's something that, once set up, doesn't require you to lift a finger, but it will make every single one of your consultations more productive. First, I do want to say this. We love to help. Fitness professionals and health coaches love to help. We over deliver. And that is a quality that makes you such a warm coach. However, you've got to have boundaries. You have a business and you've got to find clients who do want to do the work, those who expect that you wave a wand and they reach their goals easily, make the relationship an energy drain for you, and usually get the least amount of progress. So they're definitely not satisfied customers. That said, it's not just about conversions. I always enter a consultation with the frame of mind that the person I'm talking to will get value from the call, even if they buy nothing. So, even if you, from this podcast, never take another step or you don't do it right now, you will get value. That's my mission. Whether I'm writing a blog, I'm creating a podcast, or I'm entering a consultation with somebody. No matter what, they will get insight and value that they can take away when we're done. Now, to you givers listening, though, I say this: always ask. You have to ask for the sale in order to get a yes. Sure, there is a 1 out of 100 person who will interrupt you and ask how they get started. Honestly, that's probably me. When I'm so far, I've gotten so far that I'm ready to do a consultation and I know what the bottom line is and the value of whatever the transformation is to me. I may just interrupt and say, look, I'm ready to start. How do I do that? Like, stop selling me, stop pitching. You don't have to convince me. I'm already there. Let's get going. That would be me. But that is not very many of us. What that means is during your consultation, you should slip in a chance to buy early for those fast action takers like me. And you can talk people out of doing it by making them feel aggravated and going on too long. So make it a low pressure offer so that the 85% of people who do need more information and want to build rapport with you first are not offended. So, how do you fix fitness consultations that fail to convert? Number one is a survey. You can call it an application. So, you pre qualify those people who are booking your consultation. You make that a part of your process and you actually share the link to the survey first. And on the thank you page, after they hit submit for that survey, they then get the link to book in your calendar, but not before. You can have survey or an application link. And again, you can call that whatever you want to. In the calendar booking link they open, that's another way to do it. And that's a softer way because someone technically in my calendar right now, they could book without doing that. But here's what I do. In every consultation that I'm doing, I will open that up. And if I open up my surveys and I don't find one from them, I will email them and say, oops, looks like you didn't answer this. I'm going to cancel your consultation. If that was an error and you just forgot to go back and do it, feel free to try again and you can book your next attempt. But I will cancel somebody if I don't know enough about why I'm meeting them. That method will result in some people booking without ever filling out the survey. So there's a little waste of time. But right now, it's still working. So it's important to you and to me that we don't waste our time. So I'd love to help as many people as possible, but I can't just give away my time all day, every day to tire kickers, right? Those squatters who just think you're so nice for doing this for free, but have no intention of buying and have every excuse in the world why not to start or they can't afford it. Remember, not everyone is your people. If you want high quality clients who pay a premium price and expect premium service, you too can expect that they give a premium effort. And the way somebody books this consult shows you exactly who they are. I'd rather work with lawyers, realtors, professionals who are serious about doing the work and who can follow directions. Pushback at the beginning means it's probably going to be a rocky coach client relationship for the duration of coaching. If you're applying for, say, the Fitness Marketing Mastery Build Your Business Mastermind in 2022, for instance, I have personal trainers, health coaches, studio owners attend a master class first and then apply or enroll. And then they do a call with me before we go on. So they've spent an hour, hour and a half, maybe more with me in a masterclass, depending on their questions. Then they've applied, literally had to get out the credit card to apply. And then they do a call with me. So that call is still a last chance. If they're not qualified, if I don't think I can help, if they have reservations, they're refunded at that point. So there's a lot of place where you can screen people to make sure they're a right fit. And once I have people who see my current content, my IP, your intellectual property, I don't refund in certain instances. So as soon as they see the current content, the library of 2021 mastermind content that they get as a bonus to begin building, say, Black Friday and holiday specials, and the additional bonuses to start generating revenue right away next weekend, I do not refund. I do guarantee if somebody shows proof of doing the weekly work that they will increase monthly revenue by 5,000 or more, or I'll work with them till they do. All of those things that I just mentioned are ways for you to improve your consultation conversion. When you're doing a consultation, how do you pre screen people? How do you make sure at the very beginning they understand, there's no risk? Here's what I'm going to do for you. And how do you, if they do take you up on an offer, how do you guarantee their satisfaction or their results or somehow guarantee that this is risk free and decrease their guard or have them drop their guard? What should you ask on the survey? You might be thinking. So here you go. Ironically, it matters less than that there is one. Now, of course, they've got to be relevant questions. There are a few pre screening questions you want to ask, but they're not all absolute. So think about this, ask questions that get them reflecting on why they want and need this. So, what is it that you want to learn? What are your biggest questions and why now? Asking those kinds of questions because clearly, even though they're not buying something, they're signing up for a consultation. You're leading them to believe that they do need or want something. They need a next step. They need far more than 20 minutes with you by asking the question. You're showing them that. Ask how serious they are. I will have somebody do a sliding scale or pick a number out of, on a 0 through 8 scale. How serious are you? And those people who say, I'm an 8 out of an 8, and many do, those are your ideal people. And how long have you been thinking about it? 10 years, 2 years. Those things are also things to pay attention to. Be sure you collect their name and their email address in the survey, and that way you can easily connect them to their account or to the calendar booking that they did. And that way, from it, there's no question on who this is that you're talking to. You also want to reference the survey on the call. This might seem obvious, but actually, there are many times when I am so super busy that I've got maybe back to back consultations because I will do batches of client sessions or consultations or focusing on social media or creating videos at a time, right? So if I have a back to back consultation and I go a little bit long with somebody, it does not necessarily give me time to open up the email or the type form, which is what I use for my surveys, before a session. Customers or prospects really hate filling something out that then you don't look at. They will be super put off, some more than others. And I've done that before. I've had too little time to open it, been on the go, or had to conduct those consultations from my phone instead of at my computer. Not ideal, but I don't miss appointments. Whether it's a weather, literally, or traffic, they can all interfere with your best of intentions. So do the best you can to screen those responses prior to calls. And then a put off prospect, you have to remember, is really not somebody who is a ready to buy customer. So if they've been trying to lose weight for 10 years, mention it. And here's how you say it. If you've been thinking about it for so long, it's pretty important to you. How much would you say you think about it daily? That follow up question is really valuable. So, having somebody reflect on a question like that can make it really impactful. So somebody thinks about it when they go to get undressed, go and get in the shower, when they go to eat and it's not comfortable and they're bloated, or when they go to get dressed and nothing fits. I mean, that's potentially going to be a big number. So that was worth the price of admission, by the way, right there. You're welcome. That question, when you make somebody really stop and think about how much on a daily basis they really are dedicating to thinking about that, could be really problematic. So, all joking aside, that is a question to tuck inside your arsenal. As obvious as it may be, many trainers and health coaches don't realize the impact of a question like that. And there are a handful of others that are similarly super powerful and impactful and easy. You make the person so aware of how much a problem is a drain or a focus for them that they are ready then to learn about a solution specifically. your solution since they're in front of you. Want you to stay out of the weeds in your consultations. They got on the call or they came in to meet with you personally, they have a reason they've done it. They have expectations about what's going to happen in the outcome of the call. So lay that out in the beginning and stick to the purpose of the call. It's to share the options and get a yes or a no, period. It's not to show them how smart you are or how much you know or you can help them. Help them make a decision at this meeting and set it up that way from the very beginning that you're here. And at the end of this consultation, I will ask you if you want to take a next step and we can explore the options. Let them know at the beginning. You want to stick to a few questions on your survey or your application. You want to stick to the purpose of the call once you get to the call or consult, and you want to take control of the process, and you will improve your results. And you'll turn fitness consultation failure into coaching client relationships that you love. I'm going to put a few links and resources in the show notes about a copywriting course that can be really helpful in getting you booked for that consultation in the first place, the Menopause Business Specialist Masterclass, and mistakes that you make with menopause clients. If you're looking for how do you do better, get better results with your menopause fitness clients, all of those resources will come in handy for you. So, what are you waiting for? Start improving your consultations today. That may mean for you getting more butts in the seats, more of the right people to meet with you. And it also means taking it from the very beginning, taking control and getting the results so that you can get to a yes. What are you waiting for? The world needs you now more than ever.